We got to get right back into this. It's Opie and Anthony, and in studio, Don King, everyone. A legend.
Oh, yeah.
Why does this mic keep turning off? What am I doing here? You know what? I think you got me all nervous, Don.
Oh,
I rarely get nervous, but I'm turning on the wrong mics and everything.
Is he on?
Yeah, now we got you. I'm sorry. Yeah, Don King.
Opie and Anthony.
Hi.
A weekday, 6 a.m. and keeps going on and on and on and on.
Oh, believe me.
Oh,
we go all the way until about 11, sometimes noon. We don't care.
Let me tell you something. We could use a promoter like Don King as far as this radio show goes.
Oh, yeah.
We need some promotion, my friend.
Well, you got a great radio show. You know, you yesterday, today, and tomorrow, you give the people the information that they need to know. When you need to know something, call Opie and Anthony. They will give it to you like it is. I'm doing a show in Paris on November the 10th with Jean-Marc Mormac and David Hay from the UK. So it's going to be a great thing over there. But with Nicolas Sarkozy, that'll be the first on his regime. He's a good friend of the mayor of Levallois, who is Balkany. When you say France, you say Balkany. You know, so it's a thing that we have a great relationship now. And they're going to try to change the view.
You're a world traveler.
Oh, absolutely.
And what are you like? Sort of, you're almost like an ambassador.
You know, without portfolio, I am ambassador for this great nation called America. And as you were saying earlier, many people don't realize, or appreciate what America truly does, you know what I mean? So they look at us as Yankee imperialists, you know what I mean? They look at us as going to be the bully, but they got to understand we're fighting for the freedom that they enjoy, and democracy is very different. And around the world, people wish for what we have, you know what I mean? We're just about die for it. We take it for granted, so we shouldn't do that anymore.
And it's easy for you to fly to another country and meet somebody, because all you got to do is stick your head out the plane window to do your hair.
Oh, Anthony.
Oh, you did a hair joke.
Oh, I had to do a Don King hair joke.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Why?
Yes,
Because he's got the most recognizable hairdo.
Oh, Don, I apologize for that.
Oh, Opie, let him roll with it.
I had to,
Yes,
dude.
you do it,
And
Anthony.
punt.
Don, who's the greatest fighter of all time?
Well, I'd have to say in my time would be, I didn't have him, but he was great, Sugar Ray Robinson. But for me, in the time that I was involved in, it would be Muhammad Ali. Mm-hmm. You know, Muhammad Ali was just a fantastic individual. He tried to emulate and imitate Ray Robinson, you know what I mean, as a heavyweight, and Ray was a middleweight. So Ali was one of the fastest guys out there with the agility, the dexterity, the lateral movement, the capability of punching going forward or backward. I coined a phrase for him, you know, every knee must bend, every head must bow, every tongue must confess, thou art the greatest of all times, Muhammad Ali. The excitement of that big punch. That's what you're going to see Saturday night at the Garden. The big punch is going to be prevalent.
Faith, hope, and glory, right?
Faith, hope and glory.
Saturday at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, everybody. We want everybody in New York to come on down. This is truly a melting pot of this great United States.
Boxing back at the Garden.
As you know, we're talking about fighters here. Oscar De La Hoya. Did you see the pictures?
He's just smiling.
We just shut up Don King.
Wow. That never happened.
We just figured out how to...
I've never seen you speechless in my life.
Oh, Anthony. You know what I mean? And I'm just thinking about what a great show we're going to have in and to thank Jim Dolan for that, because
you've had people accuse you of some very unsavory things in boxing.
Absolutely.
And I can tell just by listening to you and watching you, you never are going to out-talk Don King on a point. It's just not going to happen. You're amazing. But they're always accusing you of stealing from boxers and hurting boxers. And what is your typical response to that?
Well, you know what? You know, they got to always understand that you have to do like Jesus, and he says, he without sin, let him cast the first stone. Judge not, yet you be judged, you know? You know what I mean? So in Matthew 7:12, it says, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. You know, whenever you're good at whatever you do, you're always going to be accused. The higher you go up, those who will stand on the line and do nothing, they don't want to get into the game. They don't want to get into the chance of losing to go against the chance of winning. They don't want to take risks. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you take risks and you succeed, then you're going to have people that's going to be jealous, you know what I mean? And I think it was Shakespeare that said, trifles light as air are to the jealous confirmation as strong as holy writ. You know what I mean? So you got to understand that whatever they say, I'm still standing. You know what I mean? Now you got to understand. Yeah, that's the bottom line, Anthony and Opie. Listen, the CIA, the IRS, Interpol, Interpol, you know what I mean, the FBI, the police departments. Do you know with all the accusations that they have made against me, the allegations that they have made against me, you know, that if any of them were true, I wouldn't be sitting here on 92.3.
Oh, God, here we
You know what
go.
I mean? I'd be
Listening
busting rocks
to-
in that thing there. So you got to take it like it is. You can't have it. You got to take the bitter with the sweet. You know, I love the life I live, and I live the life I love. You got to say what you mean and mean what you say.
The paths of the righteous man are
That's right.
bisect on all sides.
Hallelujah.
Iniquities.
So
Talk to him, man.
so you haven't seen the Oscar De La Hoya pictures, and you've never fixed a fight.
Never-
That's what you're saying today, right?
I can't say that I haven't seen some photographs
All right.
because Oscar's always been fighting for me. But fix the fight, never.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because you don't get no chance on that at all. You know what I mean? They would love to catch me doing anything. I'm accused of the Johnstown flood, the World War II, you know what I mean? The
World War
Lindbergh kidnapping, you know what I mean? The Brinks job, whatever it is that they can find, they will label it on me. So I have a Pope-like quality of absolvement.
Now, years ago, though, you were accused, I even think convicted of manslaughter.
Yes, I was. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it was the frustrations of the ghetto expressing themselves, and I happened to get the misfortune of being instrumental in the fatality of a fellow human being. I think that is something I've suffered deep contrition for, but and to expiate for your sins, you got to keep giving. You got to keep working. You know, if you have faith, you can cast your bread upon the water and you'll get back cash.
Does that still bother you,
But
like
if you don't
as a
have
person?
faith, you get back soggy bread.
But how did
On a daily basis, though,
Oh,
does
yeah,
that
you know,
like bother you?
It doesn't bother me as much as, you know, once you recognize and appreciate the fact that, that you're not God and, you could be God-like in dealing with people, you got to be able to deal with what is real, and then you got to justify it in an irrational, rational, whichever way you want to put it, when you didn't start it or whatever it is. But it's a thought, Anthony. You know what I mean? You can never just really wash it away. You got to go out and try to do good for others. You know what I mean? But contributing and giving,
Make
you
up
know what
for
I
it
mean?
in other ways.
hey, how did it? But to get serious for a second, how did it feel to kill a man?
Well, you know what? It's not a feeling of what you're going to do for a kill. It's just like when you say on Iwo Jima, how would you tell the guys over there with Patan, Corregidor? You know what I mean? When you find people that are fighting, it's the way that you look at life and what you is, because it's three words: eros, philia, and agape. That's the Greek words. Eros is an affectionate love. Philia is like a brotherly love, you know what I mean? A family love, whatever. And agape is the love of the human personality. I may love you because you're a human being, but I may not like your ways. Your ways may be disdain. It may be something that would be not appropriate, you know what I mean? But you still got to be respected for being a human personality. And so I think that I love all the people, you know what I mean? And it's what John Donne said many years ago, that no man's an island entire to himself. Every man is a member of the continent and a part of the main. So therefore, do not send for whom the bell tolls. The bell tolls for thee.
for thee.
You know what I mean? Yes, you know what I mean? So I got to believe in John. He said, every man's death diminishes me.
So you were
I'm involved with mankind.
So it felt good.
you were 13 years.
Opie, baby! Yeah, Opie, go, Jim, go.
Damn.
October 6th, this Saturday at Madison Square.
Very cold.
And Don, take us to break by doing a promo for the Opie and Anthony show and the great Jim Norton.
Please.
Oh, yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to take a break now at Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton. That's our comic. He's going to keep you smiling. And we want you to be right there when we come back. So don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.